You know, that sounded really lovely, Paul. Is this a brand new instrument?
Yes, it is. It's the new Ringway RS480. With this instrument, we've worked very hard to get a top-end sound. We've used all the sounds from the XG soundboard. We've used all the super styles, and we're getting an economic price. I mean, our previous model from the Orla factory in Italy was £9,000 minimum price for 2 manual organ. And with this one, we're going to be under £3,000.
Wow.
I'm really thrilled with it because it's a great sound.
Well, that sort of sound at that price is unbelievable.
Yeah. And we've got the Blackpool Theatre samples in. We've got some of the Super Orla clarinets and trumpet samples in. It's a great sound.
I think also, it may not come across on the DVD too well, but the size of this is going to make it appeal to keyboard people as well, because it takes up very little more room, if as much room, as most top-end keyboards.
Well, that's been an important thing for us, and as you know, for a number of years we've always made a compact version of the instruments, and I think that's going to make life really nice for people. They can get something that looks modern, looks up to date, sounds up to date with the latest technology at an affordable price.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd love is to hear you play some more on it and hear some more of these fantastic sounds.
Well, let's start off with the way the instrument works. When you switch it on, it just comes on with a basic organ sound.
Okay.
And in fact, built into it straight away are 16 lovely factory presets that are just accessed with the buttons between the keyboards. And that gives us 16 sounds. There's a further 64 inbuilt sounds into 4 banks within the instrument. And all of those sounds can either be played in the conventional organ manner with both hands and your feet, or you can play with automatic bass and automatic chord. And once you've set it up to play the way that you want to play, then it stays that way for all of the sounds that are built in it. You haven't got to keep pressing buttons to make it play the way that you want it. So let's start off basically with the lovely basic organ sound. And just to get us started, let's start off with a nice old tune. Let's take it nice and easy.
Isn't that a lovely, rich organ sound?
Yeah, it's just
beautiful.
It's just the traditional Orla sound because we've sampled the Orla flute.
But it's always been one of the most popular sounds.
It is, and there's lots of sounds like that in there.
Okay.
And the next sound I'm going to go on to, I'm going to use a bit of the auto accompaniment on this because this is one of the Ringway styles, and I just love it. You know, I love my jazz organ and my blues, and this is a great blues style. Just give this a listen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your sort of style, isn't it, Paul? You love that.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, with that style going, it is just so easy to get into the right feel of it. I'm going to do something a bit different now. I'm going to turn off some of the accompaniments and backings and just play it like an organ, because you can do. And I'm going to use a lovely tenor sax on the right hand, and I'm going to use a piano on the left hand. And this is a mellow piano, which is a nice accompaniment piano. Yeah. And you can also use the left hand with the 61 notes just as a piano. And I'm going to play my own pedals, because I like playing pedals. And sometimes, you know, it's nice just playing the organ with the pedals and just a simple bit of rhythm.
Yeah. Lovely.
Just listen to this one. It's factory preset number 10. It's a gorgeous guitar. I'm going to play it with a lovely guitar sound and bring a little bit of rhythm in just in the middle to see how it goes.
Okay, look forward to it.
Listen to this super clarinet. It's one of the top-end Orla samples. We've squeezed it into this Ringway soundboard. Yeah. Great help from Mr. Zhu in China and Luca Serenelli in Italy, who have done all this work with us. And they've really been very skilled at getting the maximum out of the product and keeping the price very affordable. And this is just a lovely solo clarinet. It's a beautiful solo clarinet at any price. And I think it's really superb to get it on an instrument of this price at this type. So let's have a go with a real Acker-built classic on that clarinet sound. What I've done here is just given you a handful of the factory settings. There's actually 16 in there. And they're like a general mix. There's a bit of piano, there's a bit of string, there's a bit of big band, there's some solo instruments. They're just a general mix. And to be honest, you could sit and play for a long time just using those 16 registrations, and they'd be quite delightful to play, and you can play them in all sorts of different ways very, very simply. But we've actually built into this 4 banks of different types of registration, and some of those are using the split registrations that are available on this product, so effectively it turns it into like a little 3-man.
All right, so that's the split on the lower keyboard.
We're putting the split on the lower, and the first bank I'm going to load is the organ bank, and to load the organ bank you can just do it like this. We utilised the first 4 of the same registration buttons in conjunction with the shift button. So if I press and hold the shift button down and select the overall preset button number 1, the screen will come up with Call OK. And from there on in, I've loaded a new bank of registrations, completely new, and in fact bank 1 of the registrations are all lovely electronic and theatre and pipe organ sounds. This is basically the first registration, and like in the factory presets, it's just a nice ordinary organ registration on the right hand. It's a bit different to the one that we had previously, and we've got a different rhythm as well. It's a lovely foxtrot rhythm on this one, which is different to the factory foxtrot, because we've got more than one of each rhythm as well. There's quite a lot of rhythms in this. And what we're going to do here is use the split registration and have a vocal on the split on the lower keyboard as well, and see what you think of that.
You know, I think the split is just a great idea, because it saves you having to press lots of buttons, doesn't it, to change your registration. You just change from one keyboard to the other.
Yeah, and it's so easy to do, whereas once you stop to press a button, it often interrupts your playing, and many people I know find that very difficult. So I love using the split as well, and it's with them built into all of these organ registrations, they're just there ready to use. Let's go on to another preset, and this is just a lovely Argentinian tango.
Okay.
Let's go on to the next preset here, because it's in the organ section, so I'm going to use an organ style, the organ samba, and we've got a great organ sound on the top there, and we're going to use the split again, so it's a great registration to use, and as you can see, it's just so easy to get at.